I'm going to speak about the technique called elevator pitch tonight. Okay, so before I share my screen, I want to ask you in Zoom, but also the people attending here in person, have you ever heard about a technique called elevator pitch? Yes, nodding. May I ask you, in what context have you heard about it?
Context of building startups and like ideas, company ideas.
Yes, for building startup, anything else?
Yes, sometimes you do it for inspiring young people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, to encourage them to do something. For example, to go on hiking or to do a voluntary work, something like this. We use it.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
To light the fire in their hearts to go with us.
Like motivation.
Yes.
Yeah,
motivation.
like motivation to light the fire. Exactly. So today, like the session, I have two parts prepared. The first part is about, the structure and some characteristics of elevator pitches. And then in the second part, we are actually going to prepare our own elevator pitch. And there's a very simple guidance. You can do it, you all can do it in only 3 steps. Let me share my screen to go more into detail. Okay, can you all see my screen? You can give me a thumbs up or just say yes.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Samir. Okay, so what is an elevator pitch? Because if you never heard about it before, let me tell you that it's a very beautiful technique to share an idea, to present a project in less than 1 minute. So that is basically the idea of an elevator pitch. And the expression elevator pitch, why elevator? Because the idea, and I think it comes from the States actually, this idea, like let's imagine Monday morning, after the weekend, you come to the office and you enter a huge office building with like many floors, and you are in the ground floor and you enter the elevator. And on the last second, before the doors actually close, your boss also sneaks into the elevator. And now you are going to the 4th or 5th floor. So that means you have 30 seconds or 40 seconds with your boss together in the elevator. And he's asking you, oh, what are you currently working on? Okay, so it's not enough time to go into details. You just want to leave a good impression to make him remember your face and to really, have a creative. Okay. So I came up with 4, and you're not going into details. You don't want to wrap up the project like from the beginning, 1900, so and so. You just use a creative way to introduce the current situation of your project, of your idea, even an opinion that you would like to share, and make it, that you have to be super short. Like 30 seconds is good, less than 1 minute is also good, but not more than 1 minute. And the aim is that you raise interest for more. Like with these 30 seconds, you leave an impression. The best even is if you're being asked for your business cards after the elevator pitch. So you can set a time frame and maybe another day where you have actually more time to discuss this. So the elevator pitch is not about presenting a whole idea. It's a taste, you know, it's an appetizer to find a more suitable place and time to present actually your idea. Any questions here in the room?
Yes, photo. You know, a photo can tell, or infograph can tell like one page.
Mm-hmm.
So when you present your project, it's good to show something hearing or seeing your body language.
Yes.
They see something that may store in their subconscious and you know provoke more interaction.
Yeah.
Or memory.
Okay, I don't know if you can, if my microphone is strong enough so that you can hear what other people are saying here. So Mamoun just added that if you have visual material like photos or infographics, you could add that as well. And of course, if you do it like a presentation, you could do that. If you're pitching your project verbally, you might not always have the facilities to use pictures or photos or in course. But also, I think it works without. Like if people don't have it yet,
you need to come up with a story. It's
yes.
Like when I'm coming here, I saw a flying human or something like this.
Yes, exactly.
To attract people's attention.
Yeah. And from the audience joining on Zoom, do you have any comments or questions yet?
Hi, everyone. Yes, I have a comment here. As Ma'mun said, every idea or project.
Yes. Every idea should.
Yes, yes.
Could you repeat?
Yes.
We couldn't hear you, Abir.
You can't hear me?
No, now we can, but you didn't, we didn't get the idea.
Okay, now my voice is clear, yes? Yes, we present any idea.
Yes,
we
yes.
have to start with our project. We have to start with a good story. And it should be short and good story, because everything is starting from crashes, like you said, Laura. It's starting from 0 to up. So everything should start with a story, and when it's your own story.
Okay, you muted yourself again. I assume you finished. Thank you very much, Abir. Actually, it's a great advice to use storytelling or to use stories and include them in the elevator pitch. Exactly, because in 30 seconds or 40 seconds, what can you tell, like for details? It's not much time, but if you tell a story, people get the impression about your message immediately. Yeah. Thank you very much for your comment. Now, I would like to collect some ideas where you can use the elevator pitch. In which situations, where can you make use of it? Like, let's imagine you have created your elevator pitch, you carry it symbolically in your pocket, always around with you. And what are typical occasions or situations to use it, to use a 30-second speech?
I think it's a short time.
Yeah.
Yes,
When
this
you
is.
say hi, that's I mean 50 seconds.
No.
In Arabic, yes. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a really short time to give your idea or to, you know,
Yeah.
I think it's short time
Mm-hmm.
to tell someone a story, and then you will talk about the business, or you will give us a short summary, or it's a short time.
Yeah, it's a short time because usually it's in situations where the time frame is very short, like in an elevator, in a supermarket, or well, I will give you some examples, but maybe the others have ideas as well.
I don't know, since it's very short time, I wouldn't imagine myself doing that because I prefer to talk like more and more calmly and so on. But I think it would be good to approach when it comes to commercial or like in television, when you only have like limited time to sell a product. So you only have like 10-15 seconds. So you can pack as many information as possible. And then it would be really useful, I think. Also, I think that when you're applying for a grant or something, and let's say you need to like record video, short video, when you need to pitch something, and they don't have much time to watch like all videos, like to 10 minutes each.
Yes, thank you. Just going to summarize what Victoria and Magda said here. So you could use it in advertisement if you want to make an advert for your project, because time is money. And also if you want to pitch for fundraising, like if you are in an event and you have only 30 seconds to present your project to actually, get the fund or get budget for a new project. Yes, thank you.
Yes, I can add something. Now, if you want to apply for a job, they ask you for a short video, like 15 to 20 minutes about yourself. So it's become like the future of anything is the videos. It's not, people will not read, they will see. And it's a talent that you can summarize the most important things in 30 seconds or on less sometimes.
Yeah.
So we need to train ourselves on this.
I also can share a personal example. It was back in Germany when I picked up my nephew from kindergarten, from preschool. And I went there, and the mother of his best friend, like they are 3 years old or so, but the mother and me happened to be there at the same time to pick up the children. And so we had like small talk, and she asked me, what are you doing? And I kind of, pitched for my talent to do video editing and to do video recording. And then she said, it was only in 1 minute, because the children were screaming, they wanted to go home. We didn't have a lot of time. And she was like, oh, you know what? It's my sister's wedding, and she's looking for somebody who can film the wedding. So I will get the contacts, from my friend, and I will get your number and I will call you. And that was it. And 2 days later, she called me, really, and it happened. So in the end, I ended up filming the wedding of her sister, and I got a little bit of pocket money for it. And, she asked me, what are you doing, this and that. Of course, I could have told her something else, I don't know, something boring, something which is not important. But I told her about the professional things that I'm doing. Samir, please go ahead.
Maybe we can use it to explain why people should trust you. Trust. Why should people trust you? Maybe we can explain you. Ma'moon said new job interview for a new job, or something to solve problem for something, or maybe like that.
Yes, thank you very much. Actually, I like this comment because it shows the variety. It's not only about selling products like shampoo or coffee spoons or whatever, but of course, you could also use it for personal values and to gain trust with the person you're speaking with. Thank you. Oh, and in the chat, I also read job interview. Yes, job interview. You have a little bit more time than 30 seconds, but let's take like the shot from one question. To answer maybe one question, it's a good idea to present what you want to tell about yourself. Yeah. Thank you for that. Anybody else? Okay, let's go quickly through the examples that I have here. You can use an elevator pitch, let's say in public space, in a shopping mall. You meet somebody you haven't met for ages and you meet them in the restaurant, but you are with your family and they are with their family, and you know, you cannot talk for ages, but just quickly exchange the news. So it's always good to have something prepared. What are you working on right now? Because he might know some other people who are interested in your project. You never know. Or then during the last year, I spent ages in Zoom. And okay, most of the time there's a moderator and who lectures, but it happens from time to time when I came back from the breakout session or from the break, there were only like 2 people online in the Zoom. So not to being awkward, you start, you know, chatting with them, and depends how good you know each other. You can also use the elevator pitch in such a situation. Or I love to integrate this example from Magda. Because when I was preparing the session for today and I spoke with her, she told me I need to prepare something like an elevator pitch for my family. Because her family and friends on the phone, they ask her, how is Jordan? What do you actually do in Jordan? And she experienced here so many things. There's like hours to tell, to share stories. But in that very moment, when she's asked, she, you know, she thinks and thinks and time is running and she cannot come up with an example. So she told me actually, for friends and family, if you discover new places, prepare an elevator pitch, make sure that you can bring home the message that you actually want to tell about this place. I hope you are all with me, guys, and you can follow. Please feel free to speak, to interrupt me, to raise your hands. I think Samir's hand is still up or again up. I don't know.
Still. I will
Okay.
remove it.
Thank you.
I will remove it.
Yeah, so 4 goals of an elevator pitch. Like what is the aim? Why to use it? We have discussed that before, but let's just quickly go through it. Okay, first goal of an elevator pitch is to introduce yourself, your brand, your product, your idea, your perspective. Or if you're really selling something like homepage services, translation services, tour guiding services, anything you can sell, you can create an elevator pitch on it or about it. Then for networking. Okay, even if you don't want to sell something specific or you don't want to introduce a new project, you always can use the elevator pitch for networking. Because if you really catch the attention from the person, if you use storytelling, like Abir was recommending as well, the chances are high that these people will tell the story also in their peer group and among their friends. So connecting is always a good reason to use the elevator pitch. And the main goal actually of the elevator pitch is to set up a better time. We all agreed, and I think we are all sure, 100% sure, that 1 minute is not enough to give the overall idea. So with the elevator pitch, you give the appetizer to find a new date, a new space to talk about it. At least it's the chance to give your business card, and they will call you back. Now it's going to be very interesting because we are looking on the structure. Okay, there are many different ways how you can start the elevator pitch or how you can structure it, but I'm just going to present one version of structure, which is, in my opinion, very suitable for people who are just starting to pitching the project. So the first thing, please create a problem for your audience. You're going to deliver the solution, but first they need a problem. It sounds super silly now, but for whatever solution you have, you should deliver the problem, because people don't like to think a lot on for themselves. So if you tell them already about the problem, like whatever, heated seats in football stadium. So you should really create the mindset that people are freezing. You know, people feel uncomfortable in the football stadium, but we are selling heated seats for the stadium. You know what I mean? So you can, it's very good to start with a question or to start with a problem to really get the attention of your audience. And then, of course, they would like to know in the second step, who are you, or who's the company who is going to deliver the solution. Rana, you would like to say something? Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry, but I really encourage you to say something if you want to.
Russia, this is Russia.
Russia, okay. Okay, and then the third step, you present the solution for the problem in a very unique way. So put the spotlights on your idea, on whatever is unique. Like nobody else in Jordan has this. Nobody else in Amman is selling this. So really unique, you know, you can come up with an idea.
Innovative, something.
Innovative, yeah, thank you. And then you finish the elevator pitch with a call to action. Now, call to action, as Victoria gave the example, can be, okay, donate for my project. Please give the funds to my project. This can be a call to action. What else?
I think regarding the call to action, we need to be very specific what we want.
Yes.
Don't feel shy and don't ask. You need to ask, because, you know, people will not get back to you until they know exactly what you want. Some people said, I need your support. Support means a lot of things. So you need to specify what kind of support you need. I think this is very important.
Very important. I hope you could all get this. Yes, please, Fahad.
Yeah, it's thank you for these insights. For me, yeah, when you do this kind of pitch, it's like how to include people, the audience or the person, how to call him, to address him, to make him feel that it's for him. And then it reminds me of the storytelling that I learned with Obama Foundation. They teach us to give 3 stories: story of self, story of us, a story of now. Like I introduce myself and my community and the problem in like 1 minute, and then I directly say what is the situation now, and then what we need, and ask everyone, include everyone, that you can be the one that I'm searching for. So to include and to make people feel touched, the audience feel touched, I think it can apply on many things. But I have learned it in telling the tragic stories and actions regarding to the human right issue. But you giving example on selling, marketing, which is also can be the same way, I think. Maybe mine will be more humanized than selling, but it's for me it's like that. Thank you.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Thanks for sharing with us. Yes, I totally agree with you. I think it's very similar, like completely different areas, like for human rights and selling, as you said, but the idea to connect with the audience, to get them involved, to speak to them, to their heart, actually is wonderful. And I think if you can add these ingredients to the elevator pitch, it's beautiful. Thank you very much.
Yes, I think we need to stress something. People do not want to learn about you. They want to learn first about the problem. Then, as you mentioned it, you mentioned it very right. So we don't need to, if we are a superhuman, don't start that I did so and I did so. Yes, you need to start with others. They don't care who you are actually. They care about your cause. So remember to put the problem first and connect it with a story, even if you made up one, if you make it up just before your speech, you need to bring something to get the attention, because sometimes you will be among many people who present it, and people get bored with listening to people. So you need to recharge them or give them like alarm them with something, then you can get their attention.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm totally with Ma'moon, because it's the same. So it's marketing, it's humans, it's about sales, it's about different fields. All it's depend on how do you present your problem, your question, and your story. So it's about the current situation, what we are nowadays, what we are facing, what we are going to do, and how can we do it briefly without any to be simple to the idea. About this, the audience will be attend to you, and this is the object of the elevator talk. It's just to have the attractive idea to be listened to. This is my comment.
Thank you very much, Abir. Wonderful summary. You're just hitting the point, what I wanted to say for half an hour. So any more comments on that slide or the idea of raising a problem?
Sometimes it's good to call it a challenge. Instead of problem, maybe it's a negative, we can use challenge. It's more positive.
Yes.
I would also call it questioning, like not a direct question, but to questioning the people. So they ask themselves, what is their position, what this person or that person tells us? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Especially if you're speaking in front of a huge audience, let's say for fundraising, you cannot expect that somebody really will answer you. It's could also be a rhetorical question. Yeah. Okay, guys, I would like to share 3 elevator pitches with you, just to see, after the theory, to see the real examples. Let's see. Fahad, sorry to name you again. You're the first here. Could you, Fahad, could you tell me if the sound works? Could you give me yes or no?
Yes.
Hey, it's the CEO. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. I really want it. Yes, yeah. Okay, man. So,
Now it doesn't work. At the beginning it worked, but now it doesn't work.
I think you are muted, Laura.
Yes, I thank you. I will try it. Okay, I will try it again and not mute myself. Okay, it's very fast and very quick. Let's go.
Hey, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Yes, yeah. Okay, nice. I'm a presenter and a comic. I host live events and I make online comedy videos. And I'm also co-founder of individualism.co.uk, which is UK's leading men's celebrate. Events. I do. Yes, I do.
Now you could hear the sound?
We hear it, but it's super unclear for me. I don't know for others.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
it's not clear.
Sydney, can I ask you to maybe give a summary, because like you're the native speaker and it was special, like super fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can come.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah.
Because the microphone is here.
Okay.
Okay, Sydney from the States will give us a short summary, because it's super fast, I know.
Okay. Hi everyone. Yeah, it was very quick, but what I understood is that
Oh, even you didn't understand that.
it was great. He does a lot. This guy on the right has heard a lot about this. The other man who just walked in, and he asked more about what he does. And he said he makes online content, like comic strip content,
Yes.
and he started his own
He's
company.
organizing events.
He's
Yeah.
organizing events. And he started his own, co-founded his own company.
Yeah.
Called like individualism.org or something. And then this guy's really intrigued and asked for his card, which he had.
Yeah.
I think that's all I got.
You can stay here for the next.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
okay.
two more.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Sydney.
Sure.
Yeah, so this guy is doing like online video content, and the best thing, in the end, he was asked to give his business card, because the guy is selling, yeah, we have like lots of projects coming up the next month, and we definitely would need some online content.
Yes, the comic is commedia, صور مضحكة. Comics. Just,
Okay.
you know, it's like jokes.
Yeah, comedy. Yeah.
Comedy like images create laughing, because some people don't know what's comics.
Okay. Yeah.
كاريكاتير.
Yeah.
بالعربي كاريكاتير.
Okay, that's almost like French.
Yes.
Okay, I have another example. Let's try it.
Do you ever need to make slide presentations? And how long does it usually take you? So we discovered that the reason why it takes so long is that all presentation platforms give you this white canvas and need to figure out what content to put in there and how it's going to look all at the same time. And this is just very inefficient. And if you're not a designer, your slides might not look too good. So we created Slide Being, a tool where all you need to do is add the content, and then the design of the slides gets generated automatically. And over 10 million slides have been created with our platform.
Okay, I would like to watch it again, and you focusing on the 4 structure elements that I presented. And after we can discuss how he used it, if he has used it. So let's watch it one more time.
Do you ever need to make slide presentations? And how long does it usually take you? So we discovered that the reason why it takes so long is that all presentation platforms give you this white canvas and need to figure out what content to put in there and how it's going to look all at the same time. And this is just very inefficient. And if you're not a designer, your slides might not look too good. So we created Slide Being, a tool where all you need to do is add the content, and then the design of the slides gets generated automatically. And over 10 million slides have been created with our platform.
Okay, so first of all, Sydney, what is this guy selling?
He's selling a online tool Oh yeah.
template for
Template
slides.
for slideshows. For design, all you have to put in is the content.
Yeah.
Yes, readily designed.
Slidebeans.com or something like that. Yeah. And could you guys catch some of the elements that are part in an elevator pitch?
Yes, he started with the problem. Everybody care about. Everybody has the problem.
Rasha.
Yeah, he started with the problem, raising the need.
Yes, good.
Then he started explaining how you can do it by yourself by returning to this website for ready templates or samples and something. So in a minute, it was very brief information, but very effective for the problem.
Would you be interested in using his templates for your next presentation?
Yeah, absolutely.
So he
because
made it.
I'm when I'm talking about my work, it's a very effective way for getting your presentation done.
Cool. Thank you for sharing.
I have some notes that he answered your questions that you might have. I have millions of slides that I give you options.
Yes, exactly.
Because people say, oh, there's like 10 slides, 20 and 100. When he said million, this is
a million slides.
Yes,
yeah,
you,
true.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Like, wow, sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yes, you're gonna find it one of the millions.
And
other than that, you are a weird person.
Also, what you said just before, Mamoon, he was not telling about himself. Yes. He was not presenting himself because it was not about him. It was about the slides and slide beans.
Solution, like,
yeah.
Solution.
Okay, I have one last example before we actually will create our own elevator pitch. But let's watch one more.
My name is Tony Thompson, and I've been a member of the Finance Club at Super Sweet University for 2 years. I'm currently running this year's stock pitch competition. I'm at my best when I need to solve a complex problem by analyzing and focusing on the most important information. I want to land a spot in the Investment Banking Analyst Summer Internship Program at JP Morgan this summer. Here's a copy of my resume. What type of candidate are you looking for?
Okay, I would like to watch it again and focus on the question in which situation he probably has used this elevator pitch. Like, who was the audience? The audience, sorry.
My name is Tony Thompson, and I've been a member of the Finance Club at Super Sweet University for 2 years. I'm currently running this year's stock pitch competition. I'm at my best when I need to solve a complex problem by analyzing and focusing on the most important information. I want to land a spot in the Investment Banking Analyst Summer Internship Program at JP Morgan this summer. Here's a copy of my resume. What type of candidate are you looking for?
What could you understand? This elevator pitch was special in a way because he's not selling a product. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, if I understood well, he was trying to like helping people what they want, what they search for. For example, someone want an internship, work. So he's the one who is good in analyzing and researching and trying to identify for people what is good there for them. I'm not sure if I understood well, but helping people to find job. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Anybody else? I don't have the solution. I use my joker Sydney at the end. And here, Amman. What did you understand?
I understood that he was applying for a job, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Was he?
Okay, here we have like the idea that he himself was trying to get this internship, that he was, you know, applying with the elevator pitch to get an internship.
Because he talked about himself.
Yeah.
He actually would like to start with his abilities. So
Yes.
that's what seemed to me.
How did you understood it or understand it?
I understood the same way. It was like it would be a small video to send to potential employers. But I guess this recruiter, human resources rep,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if this is like a template they would put so that students could follow it when they're, because we have something similar where someone
Yeah.
gives a template from like the career office.
Yeah.
And we can, if he's like he works there as a recruiter, and that could help students applying,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Thank you. Thank you. I also noticed that the question here was not in the beginning. The question came at the end. What candidates are you looking for? So you see, I mean, it's not the structure I presented is not, you know, the only one you can do it. There is some flexibility.
I think sometimes when you create like ambiguous situation, you also attract people. Say, what the hell is he talking about? You want to know what, so you listen to the end.
Yes.
Sometimes this is his technique.
Yes, exactly. Cliffhanger. You want to stay tuned.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's continue with the second part of the Cultural Café, to create your own elevator pitch. Now, I want you to find a topic that you would like to pitch. Okay, if for, you know, by chance you have a project or a product that you want to sell, that's easy. But like me, I'm not selling anything. I have no ongoing project. So just imagine something, like I said before, you want to tell your family about, you want to share it with your friends, or you meet somebody from school and you meet him in the shopping mall and he's asking you, what are you currently doing? So you don't want to tell him that you're lazy at home, right? You just want to share something. So even this you can use now as a topic to go through the different steps. And the first step, I wrote the sentence and you just fill in whatever is suitable for your project. I will allow us 5 minutes for it, but I'm here. So if you need Arabic translation from Mamoon, or if you want more examples, then, you know, just raise your hand. If you're fine for the first step, take 5 minutes and write it down or remember it.
I need some inspiration.
How is it going?
You have why you came to Jordan to feel the flow.
So now you see the second step. You have succeeded the first step. Now your task is to address a problem or to raise a question. And in the third step, we need the so-called call to action. And the call to action is a wide range. You know, the call to action can be, please take my business card. Call to action can be, please, our project, we need $100 million. Okay, I would like to, you know, to get the motivation here to share your own elevator pitch. I know it's a little bit hard to start, to be the first one, but I'm sure somebody's helping me out. Also, of course, the guys here. Okay, Rasha. Was it good pronunciation?
Yeah, it's Russia.
Rasha.
So I will take the first step. Since it has been the problem of my life, how to explain what I'm doing in a very brief sentences in a very brief time. So I'm trying. I'm trying. So I just thought about a project I would like to do. I would like to establish my own translation office. So I imagined that if I going to speak about my project to an audience, the audience are people working in development, I will start saying that, it's difficult to find someone who is who can translate documents in context of community development. There are special terms, and people who are translating need to have experience and to be already working in this field and work area. So me and a group of people try to establish an office for serving translation services for translating documents in development and also simultaneous translations. We also offer many variety of different kind of translation services, and you can visit our website if you are interested and you need to know more about us. Here is my business card, and we'll be happy if you called or if you visited our Facebook page or our website. That's all. Was it a minute or more?
Wonderful, awesome. I can't believe that you have done this right now in such a short time. Like,
yeah, it's about,
really congratulations.
This was the problem. Thank you. It is a problem of my life actually to speak about my work in a very brief time. So I practiced it for the first time. Thank you for helping me.
And thank you so much for starting. I took some notes, what I loved especially about the pitch, but maybe let's hear first the others. What's your feedback? What would you like to say to Rasha?
Okay.
Clapping hands. That means, applause, positive feedback from Fahad, from France. So I liked very much the start, because you did a very, very smart thing. You brought together the structure of raising a problem and the uniqueness of your program, of your services to translate, because you were saying, I'm offering translation service, especially in the field of community development. And this is like, very rare. You know about the special terms, about the wording and everything. So very smart thing. And I also heard very well the call to action. visit our webpage, go to Facebook. And when you were speaking, it just, you said, visit our webpage for more information. But what if you have something special on your webpage, a small present, something for free? Maybe you can, have something on your website. So you tell them, visit my webpage for this and that. Not only for more information, but
it would be yeah, good idea. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Well, I will be considerate.
Thank you. Okay, so who's next?
Me, maybe.
You were at the same time, Farhad.
Okay, Farhad.
Okay, Farhad.
Okay, count 1 minute for me. Okay?
Sorry?
Count 1 minute for me. Stop me in the 1 minute.
Could you do that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a sign. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, I'm Farhad. I am an Iraqi refugee in France. After I survived genocide, I found refuge in France by a sponsorship program. A person welcomed me in his house and accompanied my procedure of integration and administration. Today, I'm leading an organization that helps families to be welcomed in France. But we are facing a problem that many families need to bring their relatives and their beloved people who are still in Iraq and to save them. What we face, we don't have accommodation. If you have ability to welcome and house people, today we are able to follow and accompany people. You can contact us if you have a possibility to welcome a person, a family, or a group. You can go to our website. We have integration, sponsorship, and all the steps are there. The process that I have personally went through. And also you can come to my office where I will help you how to help others and save their lives.
0. Okay, perfect. Wow. Very professional. May I ask you, have you done it before?
I didn't done it like this, more calmly, I'm telling people, but today I just challenged myself. But yes, I have learned to say the story of present myself with Marshall Gans, who's actually 3 presidents of US have been graduated under his hand from Harvard University, how to speak in public narrative and leadership. So he gave me 1 week of classes, was amazing and changed my way, changed how to speak. Yeah.
I could really, hear that you're speaking through emotions. You can tell. I mean, the story is so touching and it speaks to the heart of the people.
Yeah, exactly. And also I try to do in 1 minute, but there is a lot of convincing way to say. For example, if I would have more times, I would say, I will give an example of a young girl who she's in France with her 2 only daughter. Her husband and her brother got killed by so-called Islamic State. Then 2 of her brother have crossed the ocean between Greece and Turkey, have died, and now her sister and other brother left in Iraq, and she don't have a possibility to come to France. Could you help us to make finally this family to be reunited, or to reunification of this family? It is something important. Could we imagine that? And also more attacking the government process. I can attack in a diplomatic way. ISIS killed us. Some disappeared, some got killed, some got kidnapped, some got abroad, and some stayed in Iraq. And today, the process of the European country, the asylum, new restriction of asylum seeker, do not allow us to meet our beloved one. Yeah, so there's a lot of story, and I'm telling this, not I'm making as just this, but it's a reality, a work that I am in now. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And I think it's always good to have maybe 2 or 3 pitches, like different stories. So according to your audience with whom you speak, you can use a different story. There's no need to integrate all the stories in the same pitch. But the one you delivered here was very professional and had all the elements that we were speaking about, especially what also Abir said before with storytelling. I liked it, this element. Yeah, what about you? Any feedback?
Like personally, I really like that he mentioned at the beginning like personal story, that you can see that he know what he's talking about because he experienced all those things. So like it makes you feel like more engaged on that. And yes, like the rest of the story is more interesting because it has a lot of emotions and like person, like one person, not like group of people. It's like one story of one person.
Yeah, and it feels like more authentic,
Yes,
and it makes you feel like you want to listen more of the story because you know that this person already experienced that and he's speaking from his heart. So, yes.
Could you understand easily? Okay, because they're not speaking directly to the microphone. But definitely, I agree with Magda and Victoria. Here in this pitch, it made completely sense that you introduce yourself and that you speak about your own experience, because it somehow gave you the credibility to present this project. Yeah, okay, one thing was in my mind, a very super small thing that could easily be integrated. For the person who is interested to host refugees, what's their benefit? Give them one thing, like to experience the culture, because yeah, okay, there are people who do it, you know, just by their heart, but you can tell them, you know, you will experience the culture, you will have friendship for life, like lifelong friendships with them. You're doing a good cause. Remember them. Remember what they are doing.
Thank you for the comment, and that's I definitely do while I'm presenting to people. But yeah, that's a very important one. And for example, we have a small village now. Actually, there's a school and many things have been open thanks to the refugee that have been welcomed. And every farm have few workers. So there is many elements to say they are young, they are active, they are motivated, and they need safety and secureness. And then they also can deliver and give. So in French, we say don donna, give me, I give you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for sharing with us. We have time for, one, you of course, and then we see how it goes. Maybe we can listen two or maybe one. Can we change seats?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Matasim. I try to marketing accounting software. Let's me beginning. Accounting is a mess. It's like collecting data and organize the data from every sources. After many years of researching and trial, I made a software that can record your transaction with your sound. It will convert your sound into financial entry. Guess what? All that in just 100 cost. For any details, don't hesitate to contact me.
All done within 10 minutes here?
What?
You did it here in 10 minutes?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Wonderful. I'm impressed by you. Really, you are so great. What is your feedback for him?
I would say well done. That was great.
Thank you.
But this is something personal with me. I cannot read, you know. I cannot read. I cannot be me while I'm reading. So this will be my comment, and I know he made it in 10 minutes, and reading make totally sense for this, let's say, training. But I would like suggest one who wants to do this in real life and trying to get something really to sell his idea, to be able to speak and look to people. Yeah, that's my only comment. But
yeah, good point.
Yeah, thank you for your comment. It's effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not too much. I think it's possible to do it.
Yeah,
without.
it's possible,
Yeah. Cool. Anybody else?
Like I like, for example, that you show us the example with this guy that like he also you showed us that he was selling this website for creating the presentations. Like he also tell everything he told everything very like comprehensive, not too many words, and it was very clear. And here the same, like when you were talking, it was like short and everything, like without useless words.
Yes, that's true. Each sentence had a small amount of words, and this is like scientifically proven or something like that, that you can easily remember and follow. Yeah, very good. Marketing language. Okay, we have time for one more. If there's any volunteer who would like to benefit from the feedback, who would like to share his or her story, you can do it without camera, and you can also do it in Arabic. We still have one translator here. Or in French. It seems for today we are finished. It's not the case. So let me go to my last slide and just to say thank you